Well, the tension is palpable as this fight gets underway, and it's going to be interesting to see how this matchup plays out. Definite striker on one side against another guy who can really do it all.
And in those situations, normally the guy that's more well-rounded will be the one that will find success. I want to see how this plays out.
Oh, and he connects there. His hands look good tonight.
So fast. I mean, this guy has tremendous hand speed. Oh, he hurt him bad with a jab.
Oh, nice connection with that punch. It's one thing to have an edge in reach. It's another to take advantage. Nicely done. The left punch is true. Now the right hand. Oh, man. I think you jumped out of your seat a little bit after that kick.
Oh, I did, because I have times where I've been kicked like that. And I'm going to tell you one thing. It does not feel good. Oh, that's a nice strike.
Attempts the front kick there. How good is this action about a minute in? I think I'm gassing out just watching this thing.
I'm exhausted trying to call all the strikes that these two men are throwing at each other. What a fun fight.
Yeah, hate to be the punch counter tonight. And that one certainly found the target.
Real nice body kick lands. Nice punch lands.
Everything works off of the jab, doubles up on it there. Choi gets touched by that kick right to the body there. Nicely done by the opponent.
Big kick.
Big head kick.
Ooh, what a punch. Ooh, head kick lands and he's hurt. Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
And he landed the right hand there. Just misses there with the left.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick. I mean, he's cutting them down the sides with these beautiful leg kicks.
Oh, lands a left punch there, and a lot of it set up by good footwork.
Really great footwork and setting traps so that he can land that beautiful left hand. That one snuck in. Nice strike. Big body kick lands.
Well, you saw us reference it in the tail of the tape, DC. He's got the reach advantage and certainly made good use of it there in landing that jab. Right punches there. Oh, tagged him with that right hand. What a strike that was.
What a strike that he is landing over and over again. His opponent will need to make some adjustments. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Oh, big roundhouse attempt, just misses.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
And both guys really throwing with authority. All right, so he lands a jab there. Pretty nicely done, DC.
You can really control a fight just knowing how to fight behind your jab. Caught that kick there. You don't know when that leg kick's coming.
Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by the Korean Super Bowl. Got clipped with the right hand. Oh, Superman punch. Punch coming, it's blocked. Round 2 straight ahead. All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have the telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
All right, DC, second round is getting underway. Round 1, not the round of the year necessarily, but some good in there.
And it's not always gonna be. When you have two very talented fighters, sometimes it's very even. That's what we saw in round number 1. Punch over the top. Nice head kick. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Good. Keep the pressure on him. You're doing great.
Misses with the left hook.
Throw that hook.
Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab. He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down on the right hand. He really doesn't seem to have the intent on landing it. He's got to be confident that it's going to land, and he's got to really throw his whole entire body into those strikes. Beautiful strike.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Right on the button. Little cut below that left eye.
Big head kick lands.
Oh, he landed a beautiful straight punch there, DC. He's got an edge in reach and certainly is making it count in this one. Effective use of the jab there by Choi. Circling to his right.
He loaded up on that right hand, too. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there.
All right, let's go. Let's get those hands going now.
3 minutes. Well, missed on that one. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
Oh, look at him land another jab there. He's certainly using that weapon effectively here tonight.
The most effective weapon in all of boxing, in all of combat sports, is a jab. This young man has a knowledge of using it like no one else.
Oh, is that a big knee to the body? We'll see if he can follow up. A swing and a miss by Choi. They continue to exchange. Now connects with a right. Slips that left hand. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket.
Great punch landed with so much power. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Right hook to the head blocked. Back to the overhand right, not there.
It's such a fast leg kick.
Trying to establish that jab once again.
Oh, big punch lands.
All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be. And if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
Looking to set up that head kick again. This one does not find the home. Straight punch lands flush on the counter. Nice deception with his footwork. And again, we're a broken record when it comes to the reach advantage. Certainly helped him out there. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Ooh, tagged him with the uppercut. The Korean Superboy going with the kick to the body. He's an outstanding kicker, but that attempt missed. And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything so straight and so accurate.
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you would.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
All right, pretty good back-and-forth action in the previous two rounds. Your expectations here as this next round gets on?
I expect the action to really pick up now. These guys have to lay it on the line as we start to approach the end of the fight. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. He's already landed several in this round, and the damage is really starting to take its toll.
Yeah, it's really starting to take its toll, and you watch the opponent. He's walking gingerly on his legs, and one big tell that you're starting to really do well with your leg kicks is when your opponent starts to switch stances.
Right.
Watch for a stance switch very soon.
Choi gets hit with a kick here. Let's see how he responds. And once again, looking for that highlight reel KO with that front kick. Back and forth we go. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect.
Watch knees to the body. There's no give on that leg kick. Nice.
So he lands a double jab there. He continues to work off of that weapon, and you felt like that was a big key for him coming in tonight.
Very important for him to start popping that jab. He's doing it over and over again, and he's finding a ton of success.
Oh, and he lands another punch there, and you can tell at this point he is going right at that cut on his opponent's
Right at the cut on the eye, just making sure he knows that I'm going to be targeting it. Keep your hands up, and when the hands go up, he will then change the target down low, trying to find finish.
Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight. Man, striking class is in session. Beautiful punch there.
Great job landing. What a damaging punch.
Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Oh, man, that cut is getting worse by the minute. Looking ghastly at this point. Able to check the high kick. Huge strike lands there. Somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much. Oh, man, head kick lands.
Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Choi's uppercut, but that one is blocked.
Nice punch there. Oh, nice.
Visibly limping here. Lands with the right hand. Oh, spinning back fist out of nowhere. Well, not much setup behind it. The right hook misses. Just out of range with that right hand.
1 minute left in the round.
Nice punch lands over the top. There's no tell on that leg kick.
And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. All right, so he continues to land that jab. His opponent said he was ready for it, but doesn't appear to be.
You're not ready until you're in there. You can watch all the film you want. You can spar as much as you want, but until you feel a guy with a fast jab like this, you don't understand the precision of that punch. Ooh, big shot lands.
Trademark inside leg kick there by the Korean Superboy. Oh, really good job by him there to raise the guard, DC, and block those shots coming his way.
He does a great job of blocking all incoming strikes.
All right, so there is the horn at times in that previous round. I didn't think we'd get here after that head kick nearly had him out of there.
It was a good round leading up to that, but when you take a head kick like that, when your opponent gets your entire body into that kick, usually the night's over. Very tough to still be standing, but he can't take many more like that.
All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous frame.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other, but you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down. Connection there.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
Oh, straight right. Oh, big roundhouse attempt, just misses. That could have been lights out.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed. Can't take many of those. You better check.
Well-timed knee to the body.
Beautiful leg kick throw. Ooh, what a head kick. Big punch lands. Ooh.
Oh, significant strike attempt there, but a huge block. Just out of range with that right hook.
What a body kick.
Choi going with the kick to the body, but unable to find the range. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Oh, he's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
All right, less than 3 minutes remain in round 4. Well, hook to the body here, but strong defense by Choi.
Straight punch lands.
Unable to connect with the right hand there.
Real quick leg kick. Powerful leg kick lands.
Two minutes remain in the round. Back to his patented kicks here, but just out of range. The Korean Superboy gets caught by that straight punch. That'll get his attention.
Nice right hand.
Choi gets hit by that kick to the midsection. You gotta do better defensively. Oh, nice job with the knee strike there. That'll wake you up.
He thought it would be available. He just knew he had to find the right time to throw it. That was the right time.
Let's focus.
Nice leg kick.
Oh, look at that jab. Snapped his head back.
His jab gets to the target so fast, and he always brings his hands right back to his face.
Whoa! Oh, man. Slams. That's as good a punch as he's thrown all night.
The punch that lands down the middle, the one that you don't feel, is the ones that land perfect, and that one landed perfectly.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Under 1 minute now to go in round 4. Well, you like the thought process to go to the counter. Ultimately, the execution not there. That's a miss. 45 seconds remain in the round.
Get out of there.
Wow.
Let's get some offense. Let's get going.
Nice Lucas punch.
Blocks the shot.
He can barely stand.
Keep your hands up. Use your footwork now. It's okay. Use your footwork.
Nice jab by him there. He's going nose hunting tonight, huh?
Yeah, he's great with the jab. And not only as a setup, he really is trying to get damage off every time he throws this punch. I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
Final round. You ready? You ready?
Here we go, 5th and final round. Trying to get the head kick home, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
Oh, nice strike landed there by Choi. Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking shots.
Still unable to... Oh!
What a
Oh! Whoa! Oh, he gets back up, but barely. Look how wobbly he is. Oh, thunderous leg kick rounds his opponent. Tried to stay upright, but man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
Johnny's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick. What a punch.
Back and forth we go. Nice straight right lands. Lands with the kick there. No pad on that foot.
No shin guard. He's taking all of that kick every time he throws it.
Lands the right hand.
He didn't like that left hand. Oh, he's hurt bad.
Unbelievable. Back to the feet. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Not there. Oh! He's out!
He's done. He's done. What a fight.
Yeah, there's another one for the highlight reel, and that's probably as good a knockout as he's had in the UFC. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Crowd absolutely loving it. Flush land to close out his opponent. I'm not even sure the other fighter saw it coming, so a big knockout for him here tonight on the biggest of stages. So a strong candidate for some